Hello, my name is Malik. Nice to meet you and welcome back to Daybreak 2. So, okay, down below there's a link to join the membership, in which any membership will provide you new accessories, far ahead gameplay. Yeah, like last time it was kind of like 2 weeks ahead. We did finish Daybreak. In the meanwhile, we were uploading Daybreak. Or just ignore that and just think that it's been uploaded normally. Okay, so moving on that, what I was saying last time before we started is that I'm kind of a little afraid of the power of the timeline repercussion, in the sense of I don't want it to be like a repetition too much, you know. Maybe we end a chapter, something epic does happen and everything like that, and we didn't use that power, but in the next chapter we need to kind of like go back to create another route to go to the the chapter that we used to be, for it to change X thingy, you know. But of course the X thingy that we need to change will need to always be epic. That's the thing. Second, the garden, Revier, Sky the Third. So I'm kind of like, okay, you need to play a big different part here. Well, we already know that there are a lot of archive here and information going on here. What I wish is that not big things per se will be provided here. Well, maybe it's needed that, but kind of like in the first game and other games, kind of like the big information is provided through the game itself. And of course, Revier, it was kind of like big information was provided in the, let's call, post game per se, and in the game itself, because it was a nice way into in between that, which we are doing right now. And I don't know if I just say that I'm a little afraid of how the timeline power gonna be used, because we don't want repetition itself. The first time, epicness. The second time, I don't want like somebody near to die or something. And yeah, something that would be cool is kind of like you advance a chapter and then the next one you need to use it or activate it, and you go back, in which you needed to do another thing in that chapter, past chapter, to get to a point in line in the timeline of the other chapter to fix it. That will be cool. Of course, not to redo all the chapter, but all of that kind of thing. Now we're going somewhere where Agnes cannot go. So something too is that don't do that at all the chapters she cannot go, you know. So yeah, let's continue and let's see how it goes. And yeah, the rounds, I always do it on my Ha! Is this a Revier for real? No, this is a different kind of way. So something's going on up there, something going on down here, in different places or same places? If it's same places, it will be, of course, different type of point of view. We're playing as acts. Okay, let's see how it goes out then. Okay, it may work, the timeline section. Where are we? For a moment I'm like, oh.
Damn, where'd that brat go?
Hunt him down! We can't let that lead slip, no matter what!
Dad.
Huh? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, Judith there. Judith is a cool character, but we need like more of her. Make a big deal of the cinema.
Shit! Turns out these bastards are the shoot-first type. I'll draw their fire. In the meantime, you...
Wow. Let's
Well,
go, Judy.
this went sideways fast. Still, we can't just let them get their hands on that key.
What the?
Gun
her down already!
Don't tell me this is a movie.
Pull it together. I have to get this lead to Ron.
This is a... No, don't tell me it's a movie.
Woman in black?
This is a
What
movie.
are you doing here? Follow me, we're off this boat.
This way! Get a move on!
Ah!
And cut!
I'm like, not the movie, and they're like, I'm like, okay. It's funny that they provide like voice acting here.
Flawless take, girls! Judith, you were fantastic, and Nina, sensational! This scene, where your characters first meet, is gonna be a major highlight. And the camera's loving that foxy, skin-tight jumpsuit. Whew, it's the perfect fusion of eros and savagery.
Director, could you maybe inject a little less sexual harassment into your feedback?
It's an honor to finally be a part of one of your films, Mr. Gotti. These action scenes are so intense. You're quite the visionary.
Don't understate your own talent, my dear. Not everyone could play a role like Michelle.
Miss Lanster!
Oh, crap.
Excuse you?
Well, hello, Dominique. Nice of you to come visit us on location.
Of course. Even in my glory days, I always preferred a hands-on approach. Besides, how could I miss the rare opportunity to observe my granddaughter's acting up close and personal?
Oh, I guess I better pull out all the stops.
Two of the most popular starlets of today, coached by Dominique Lanster, a celebrated singer of yesteryear. This is shaping up to be one hell of a movie.
It's a crossover between Golden Blood and Wolves Requiem, correct? That alone is enough to draw anyone in. What else did you expect?
Holy cow! I've never seen the special effects come together so quickly before. And the way you synced the footage is spot on. Where'd you learn this stuff, kid?
It's really nothing special. I'm a researcher at the Basel Institute of Science, so computers are second nature to me. There's a lot of overlap between video editing and the visual analysis we do in observational astronomy.
Huh. We got a regular boy wonder here. The rest of you better start taking notes.
Yes, sir.
Remind me then, how exactly did we get wrapped up in this?
Remind me.
So this is Messeldom's Harbor District. It's a lot more developed than I expected. Now where's that address Van gave me?
Your destination is roughly 200 ards from your current position.
Right, it should be just around that corner. Okay, you two, let's be on our way.
Oh, there you are. Long time no see, Katra. What's it been? 2 months now?
Just about. It feels nice getting to chat face to face instead of over comms. I'm really glad to see you and Judith haven't changed a bit.
Right back at you, Katra. Are you sure they don't need you at the Institute, though?
Oh, I've already finished my compulsory courses for the semester. I even had enough spare time to upgrade Theo and Zeros.
My processing speed has increased by 15%. Katra worked hard on it.
That's our little whiz kid for you.
Wow, so you made their AI even smarter, huh?
I also added a few new features, but that's probably more than you would care to hear about. Come to think of it, aren't you in the middle of shooting a film, Judith?
Yeah, production started on location in early January. It's a crossover between last year's two big blockbusters. Directors Gotti and Lam are collaborating on it. We're only working on Gotti's part right now, but the casting crew's really getting into the swing of things. That means I'll only be able to investigate between shoots. Sorry, Van.
Hey, no skin off my back. I'm just happy you're willing to help. But you know, you really don't need to bother if your schedule's packed.
The bits and pieces I heard about what happened at the Capitol are already too much to ignore. Do you mind filling us in on the details, now that Catcher's here?
Yes, I'd like some clarification on that whole affair.
Alright, I'll try and keep it short and sweet.
So that's how things went. It's almost too surreal to believe. A dark red beast that resembled the Grendel and Almara's legacy. Oh right, something else that came to my mind. Charts Online. My garden is a virtual reality online. Brain. This demands our attention, especially if the first Genesis reacted. No kidding. I borrowed this one just in case, but to be honest, I don't know how much use it will be. True, they tend to only glow in Agnes' presence. That strange phenomenon you mentioned is another point of concern. Wish I could explain it better. It ain't easy to put into words. Doesn't sound like we have much to go off at this point. Is the capital safe at least? Yeah, I left Agnes and a few other folks I can trust to hold down a fort. If worst comes to worst, Elaine's there too, so they should be fine for now. Understood, then I suppose the three of us should get to looking for Almara's legacy. Right, it's been too long since I've seen some real action. And I'm not about to turn a blind eye to anything involving Almara. Besides, even on a tight schedule, I have always found time for a side gig or two. That's right, a case like this is nothing for Judith Lancer, let me at it. Did something happen to Judith since we last met, Van? Her Grammy put her through the ringer when she got home back in December. Sure, I have made a lot of mistakes lately, but who hasn't? I'm doing my best here. That whole scandal with me and Maxine wasn't even my fault. And yet even Mom won't stick up for me. If I don't start showing some improvement front stage and backstage, I never hear the end of it. I don't think I ever seen Judith like this before. Her grandmother must be terrifying. Oh, look who is it. And we were just talking about him too. Arc right here. How is it been, director? Please don't talk, please don't talk, please don't talk. Don't voice, no voice it, no voice it.
Man! Oh boy, am I glad you picked up. Judith tells me you're in Messeldom right now.
Sure am. Let me guess. You in some kind of trouble?
Oh, I'll say. One of our actors is running late. If we don't act fast, it'll mean major delays in our shooting schedule. And wouldn't you know it, today's supposed to be Nina's first day on the set. We'll need a stand-in, but the role takes a fair bit of physicality, so as far as viable candidates go...
Are you asking what I think you're asking?
I know it's short notice, Fan, but be a good sport. Think of it as a little favor from you to me.
For real? Spy Van, yeah. The playback looks good. Let's take 5, everybody. You sure saved my ass, Van. I had no idea you were such a talented stuntman. We'll have to shoot some pickups when Ethan gets here, but the whole day would have been a buzz without you. That fight scene you choreographed for us was the cherry on top. Heck, I'll get you on quad 3 on stuff. Nah, it was no big deal. But out of curiosity, do full-timers get access to unedited cuts of the adult scenes? Okay, that's enough out of both of you. Oh brother, the job does seem fun though. By the way, what's Grammy up to? Oh, she's helping Nina run lines for the next scene. I'll tell you this much, bringing her on board really lit a fire under our asses. Dominic Lancer, the biggest chansonnier of her generation. Even after retiring, she still has a finger in every corner of the business. Apparently she will be only take on jobs when the mood strikes her, but any production she touches becomes a massive hit. That's an impressive resume. She sounds like a woman of many talents. Grammy coaches everything from stage and screen actors to professional athletes. She even has experience planning large-scale events. It's all done behind the scene too, so the industry sees her as a legend, a real genius in her field. Who had thought we end up working with her here in Messeldam? I take it you didn't hear about it till the last minute either, right Judith? Well, the good news is now we got a cinematic masterpiece for the ages on our hands. Keep an eye out of the premiere, I gotta run, but I'll see you to it you get paid in a few days for all your help. No rest for a director, is there? I hope we were able to light the load if nothing else. For sure, in fact you bought me sometimes too. With today's shoot hour of the way, I should be free until evening. Alright then, I think we hung around here long enough. You two ready to roll? First thing first, we need to track down Almara's legacy. Of course there is easier said than done. We should be able to sniff out some clues in town though. Let's make the rounds and see what's turned up. I'd like to poke around Almara's old stomping grounds in particular. Right, as far as Messeldam goes, that place tops in the list. Oh, and I've spread the word about forages like you, Asket, so we may have a few of those to do. Good looking out. While we are at it, we may as well stop by the White Whale Inn. There is something in my room that I wanted to show you guys. You must mean that new software from Marduk? Very well, we can drop in at some point as we work through our requests. Press to tactic as main, okay. Okay.
Alright, I've got my disguise on now, so I'm good to go.
That could win an award for the worst disguise in history. Didn't you do the same crap in Edith?
How on earth did no one recognize you?
Wait, I want stuff. Yes, me wanting stuff. I'm like, is that Ren? Okay, so I do the rounds in my time out of recording, just to let you guys know. So, well, let's do this now, and then later on I do the thing. Are you still not satisfied with the scene, Mr. Gurley? I can tweak my performance however you like. No, you played your part to a T, Nina. It just feels like we need a little genie says to things together before cutting to the climax. No shame in asking for advice if you need it. The whole point of this blockbuster crossover is to raise support for the survivors of Cradle Village, right? Knowing that I like to help in any way I can. Looks like Grammy and them are ironing stuff out. Let's not butt in they got enough on their place.
Wait, I never realized there were so many people
All right.
involved in making a movie.
Yeah, it's not just actors and directors out here. Takes a village to make the magic happen.
What is this? A souvenir store,
Why,
okay.
hello there. Let me know if you need anything at all.
Oh, we got connect? It did save me. Wait, exchange. I got money, yes. But it doesn't give a lot. But this revive does help. But it doesn't give a lot, neither.
Please come back anytime.
Okay, bye. Let's see.
This place seems different from the rest of the town.
These are the back streets of Messeldom. I hear this place is kinda sketch.
Makes sense. Almada's old HQ is right around here after all.
According to our intel, this should be Amara's old headquarters, but this isn't exactly what I was expecting. Yeah, after the place got abandoned, it fell under police jurisdiction. Once Almara was out the picture, they put the building up for auction and another company snatched it up. Some people just have too much money to throw around. They even did some remodeling by the look of it. The sign up there says Sect Arms. Wait, didn't they show up in Horatio? Oh great, those guys. To the public, they are just an up-and-coming manufacturer, but Big Dipper and crooked practices abound. Rumors has it they develop and produce illegal weaponry, disrupted archaism on the black market, and more. Dingo's note, which I think we the read one, maybe Dingo or maybe Van from the past, even mentioned that they were suppliers to Almara. Guess you have been investigating them too, huh, Quatra? I couldn't help myself after everything that happened. How is it's Quatra? Quatri? No, they say Quatra. They say Quatra, right? How does you mention his name? It's not like I am a professional mentioning names or anything like that, you know? Why do I have texting? Nobody texts me. Okay, whatever. I don't want that. I want to go to Google. It's like the case of Lowy. I always say Lowy. So on Japanese, they don't say Lowy. On English, they don't say Lowy. Lowy, neither Lovi. So, let's see. Wait. Google translator. English. Okay, let's put his name. Let's see what you got to say.
Cadra.
Okay. It is what it is. It is like that. Katra. But how do you make the tra? If there's an E and not an A? I will never understand. In Spanish, there is like the thingy, the dot at the top of tree, arbol. In Spanish, I till the end knew there was someone. So yeah, so I'm not the best. I couldn't help myself after everything that happened. Still, to think they would buy up Almara's old property. It's shady, but it's not like they were working directly under Almara. So yeah, all their dealing aside, the company was founded outside of Calvar. On top of that, this building's been searched by the police several times over. I can't really see them leaving any traces of Almara behind. Which probably means no legacy either. Oh well, want to try somewhere else? Yes, let's.
Okay, next ship should be...
I want to see inside. Alrighty. Please don't. Okay, never mind. I always forget this.
Hey, big boy. Wanna have a little fun?
Anything turn up on your end? Not yet. Where the hell is that damn brat? There's lookouts posted at every way in our out of the city, so he's not gonna place to run. We'll find him if we have to turn over every last rock in the street. Someone's coming, you know the drill. What's up with those two? It's not like they are in the middle of a manhunt. Something smells off about this. Let's just focus on our investigation for now. We still need to get a handle of the situation in Messeldam.
Hey, big boy. Wanna have a little fun?
Looks like someone doodled. Wait, no. This is called graffiti art, isn't it?
Holy moly! Whoever did this has got talent.
I'm with you, girl. I'm with you. No, not this place.
Gotta have the Mira if you want the good stuff.
Dude, this place is beautiful.
What do we have here?
About 9 years ago, I happened to lose a childhood. I thought it was saying a child.
Let's see what we got.
Wait, they say we got to connect? We say that, right? Ah, who it was? It was the other bottom. No?
Let's go! Right.
Will do.
Let's go!
Wait, which bottom it was? No. It was this bottom. No? Which bottom was it? No. This bottom? No, shoo. Which bottom was the connect? They show me. Lease, Orbis, Grendel Fight, Market, Garden, Minigame, Other. Okay, wait. It's supposed to be, no.
Double checking your plans?
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I don't know, I like to be Judith.
May Adios be with us.
Oh, so this is where you were. Francisca, right? You're the one that put up the 4SPG? 4SPG? Then you must be the Spriggan? Yeah, so from Arcade Solution. We just happened to be in Messeldam for some business. Anyway, not to jump the gun or anything, but can you fill us in on the details of your request? Yeah, of course. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Let's discuss this where we don't disturb the others. So your requested said you wanted us to look for something important to you. What would that be exactly? Right, I suppose that's best place to start. I'm looking for a music box, one with a little ballerina on top. It has a crank that you can turn to play music. The ballerina will even spin as she's dancing. Oh, I've seen those before. They're so cute. I agree, it was incredible dear to me when I was a little girl. You see, my father was a busy man, and because I didn't get to see him very often, he decided to have a gift made for me to remind me of his love. It sounds like he cared for you a great deal. He did, yes, but unfortunately there came a time when we had to depart for Messeldam. I had no choice but to leave the music box behind. It's been on my mind ever since. I've always looked for the day I could come back and look for it. It's only now, 9 years later, that I've been finally be able to visit. So you're trying to find the music box while you're still in town. Yes, of course, there's no guarantee that it's still here, but if there's even the slightest chance, even if you can't find the music box itself, any information on where it may be will be more than enough. Doesn't it sound like something you could help me with? Well, I think I got the gist of your request at least. You had no choice but to leave it behind though. Sounds like something crazy must have happened. Yeah, that does seem a little strange. It's not exactly hard to bring my music box with you. I wish I could tell you more, but I can't. There's really nothing more I can say. I apologize. Well, listen, if there's stuff you feel you can't share, I get it. I mean, dealing with complicated matters is practically our whole business. But at the end of the day, you can't really expect us to head out on a search for some music box without having all the info. I didn't mean to... No, I'm just making more excuses. Hey, didn't have to be so rude about it. Not like I don't get why you're skeptical though. Is there any reason you can't ask the police or the bracer for help? I prefer not to complicate the situation personally. I only want my music box back. I did think about trying to find it on my own, but I'm a bit hesitated to go wandering around to town. Look, I really would like to help you out, but it's ultimately up to our leader here. What do you think, Van? Let's see. She's got reservation about telling the truth, but it doesn't feel like it's because of a life or death situation. Still, something's bugging me. Not that that's stopping me before per se. What to do? Let's find out, because if it's nothing like special, you're kinda like, dude, why you didn't call the bracer for a game for real? Alright, we'll take the case. You did got all the trouble of putting out a 4 CPG, plus it may be nice to do some extra legwork while we are in town. Thank you so much. Words can't explain how much this means to me. So is there anything else you can tell us about this music box? Seriously, any info at all will be helpful. Well, my memory can be a bit hazy at times, but I'll try my best. As I mentioned, it's a music box with a little ballerina on top. I think it was made of ceramic? Yes, if I remember correctly, I was told it came from a famous workshop here in Messeldam. Oh, you must mean the Orwell factory across from the public bathhouse? Sounds like that should be the place we start asking around. Well, let's get going then. Gotta strike while the iron's hot.
Okay, time to get to work.
For real, if it wasn't for them, like, there must be more than that. I was going to be like, no. But then I'm like, well, we do have choices to do. So of course, in this quest, I wish to... Oh, my friend.
Arkwright Solutions?
Well, look who it is. You're the detective. Right? Nice to see you.
Right back at you, Judith. Fancy meeting you here. I guess those rumors about you being in town for a shoot were... Hold on a second! That doesn't explain what the rest of you were doing in Messeldam!
We are here on a work trip, same as you at Wagger. Let me guess, studying up after Amara is turning out to be more than just a year and job. Boy, you really know how to hit the mark. Gotta tell you, rounding up every organization of their fringer is a slug. We've been making arrests ever since we arrived early last month. Worst of all, they got 6 of us guys screaming up one room at the inn. It's like sleeping in a sardine can. He's going off on a vesting session. Works for me, let's see if we can get him to spill a few beans. So they both in Eddie's best and brightest, huh? The brunt of the investigation must have been a breeze after all. Well, what can I say? Just come easy to me. But the police can't take all the credit. The guild and the CID are in a high gear on these two. Naturally, we have cleaned up all of Armada's strangers. Same goes for any group they so much has shaken hands with. So you can just focus on filming worry-free, Judith. That's good to hear. So in other words, they haven't found anything worth mentioning. If there is the case, why haven't you gone back to the capital yet? Well, we are talking about pretty wide-reaching mafia here. There is still a few bits and bobs that need clearing up, like the finer parts of their cash flows. But hey, that's just a tiny slice of it. We got most of the rest of luck. That's what makes us the best and brightest. So I see. Guess that means people in the know about Armada's legacy are in short supply now. Well, that gives us the gift of things. Hit us up if you get any info new, Mr. Best and Brightest. Sure thing, leave it to me. Wait a minute, why should I have to share information with you guys? Sure, took him long enough. Don't sweat it, the small stuff. We have still got a lot to clear up, okay? Oh wait, no, let's do the quest, there's another red mark, okay.
What a pretty canal.
Got a question for you.
A music box with a ballerina. Again, huh? That's an interesting reaction, you know something? Funny enough, I happened to come across some old paperwork on it recently, so yes, I do. Well, that certainly makes things easier. Let's start with the simple stuff then. I'm guessing it was your shop that made the music box. That's right, it was actually crafted by my grandfather, but the request for it was made roughly a decade ago. The older slip mentioned it was a present for the customer daughters who wanted to be a ballerina. Money didn't seem to be an issue for the man who ordered it though. I imagined he must have been a real up-and-comer. That's why my grandfather left so much pressure to make it perfect. He poured all of his know-how into that thing. I don't think there was a single piece he was more proud of. Huh, sounds like this is more of a luxury item than I thought. It really is, and considering the last time I looked it over, I imagine it's still a price of 100,000 Mira. His craftsmanship was like no other. Wait, you have seen it before? Yep, just last month, actually. I'm not sure if you will be pleased to hear this, but an antique dealer brought it. He wanted me to refurnish some part of the doll that fell off. That talk about a coincidence. I only realized it was my grandfather's work when I noticed his signature on the back. That's what got me digging through our old documents in the first place. Anyway, your best bet is probably going to be that antique dealer, no telling if he still has the music box though. Right, if the repair was last month, he may have already sold it. I suppose we should at least try to find him though. But yeah, you know if the guy's still in the area? We'll see him around sure, but I'd be careful if I were you. He's not exactly known for being the reputable type. Worries that he buys some of his goods through the black market. I even hear that he has dealing over in that underground club in the back streets. Boys, black market goods, huh? That doesn't sound great. Well, it's the only lead we got right now. Come on, let's head to that club. Thanks for the info, Ivan. Ivan is better. Okay, shop. Alright, item. Oh wait, I got DLC. Why cannot? Why? Oh wait. No wait, the other thing.
Confirming schedule.
Thanks.
Aw, no problem.
Wonder what this'll go for. Just kidding.
I was going to do something. Okay, I got stuff. I got DLC stuff? For what? What do I got? Beat girl outfit, okay, thank you. Winnings poster contest art. Thank you. Free sample volume. Oh! Well, I won't lie that I got all of that. Alright. We wanted to get to the and quit the shopping. Okay. That way, right?
The ocean is just as lovely in winter, isn't it? Hey, big boy. Wanna have a little fun?
And at the same time, this isn't your everyday establishment. Maybe not, but places like this are a surefire bet for underworld intel. That's about the size of it. Would you rather wait outside, kiddo? There is no need to coddle me. It's only the middle of the day, so we'll just take 3 mocktails. Right away, sir. I didn't realize bar open after not alcoholic drinks. Depends on the joint, but it's not too uncommon while it's still light out. Hey, this is pretty tasty. Just right for an afternoon pick up me. I have to agree. You got some killer skills, barkeep. That's very flattering, sir. I'm not just talking about cocktail, by the way. It's hard to tell by looks alone, but you're packing a lot of muscle under that uniform. I also noticed the glaze you sneak at the door and customers. That more vigilancy than a typical bartender needs. My take's that you double as this club bouncer. I'm lost for words. Are you perhaps involved in some form of detective work? That's one way to put it. You won't happen to be an ex-jogger called Robson, will you? I hear your story from Dingo. You were acquainted with him? That was a telling response. So you knew each other? Yes, I should presume. I'm Robson. Dingo has done much for me in the past. A shame what became of him. A demon? So you already hear the news? Even now, I struggle to believe it. Since you were a close friend of his, it will be my pleasure to accommodate you in whatever way I can. That being said, I will advise you not to bring his name up in front of the owner. Did something happen between them? In a sense, you see, our club highest earner used to be honest by the name of Mistress. That's the lady from the Black Light District. Mistress, huh? I know she and Dingo got acquainted when he was in Minseldam. That did sound like there's more to the story. I didn't discuss this too openly, but at the time Mistress was being blackmailed into doing the owner's bidding. Dingo was the only one pulled every trick in the hook to secure her freedom. It would seem the owner harbored a grudge over it to this every day. Damn, that was a hell of a story. That brings up your investigation here, if I may ask. I will be happy to answer any questions you have to the best of my ability, Mr. Call me Dan. I'm a Spriggan from the capital. Oh, the one from the rumors. I'm here in Messeldam to find something, so we're out doing a little info gathering. Have you noticed any sketchy developments here lately, particularly in relation to Almara? The police were scouring the place as part of their own investigation not too long ago. But as far as I'm aware, they didn't discover anything of note. In truth, however, the owner has worked with Almara on numerous past occasions. It was only ever to line his own pockets, however, so he is likely ignorant of their inner working. Even if he weren't, he is crafty enough to keep the police from delving into him too deeply. So he actually gave them the slip? Sounds like interrogating him would get us much of anywhere then. There are many others in this town that are also connected to Almara in some shape or form. In most cases, however, it was the same where they either threatened it or exploited. The only person who truly know what went on in Almara would be those who work directly under them. But the way I understand it, each and every member was arrested at the end of last year. That is the extent of my knowledge. I'm sorry I couldn't be of more help. Not at all. This gives us a much better grasp of things. Yeah, you definitely saved us some trouble down the road. That places me to here. We'll hit you up again if we need anything else. Heck, even if we don't, we may just stop by for some drinks. I will save you a spot at the counter. Ooh, the counter. Okay.
Let me ask you something.
Normally this won't be that big of a deal. But I got a feeling the owner won't take too kindly to us asking lots of questions. Maybe easier to see if any of the dancers know anything. Excuse me, miss. Oh, got a tip for me, mister? Feel free to put it anywhere you want. Ah, that's not what we are here for. If possible, I would like to ask you something. Quatra may act like he's all grown up, but he's still just a kid, huh? Quatra explained the situation. Oh, you're looking for that guy, are you? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's here today. Good, sounds like we're in luck. But where is he? I haven't seen anyone matching his description so far. Hey, the guy that just walked out the bathroom. Yep, that's him. He's probably got some business in the bathroom with the owner today. I think I wrote something. He didn't say bathroom right. I'm bad at reading and now I'm creating words. We are not in a good commercial street. Stops by to sell his wares here every now and then. He used this place as sort of hunting ground. Finds suckers who were into buying old junk, then pull them into another room for a sales pitch. So yeah, he's a little shady, but he's also a great tipper, and that makes me him okay in my book. I see, thank you, you have been very helpful. Alright then, let's see what this guy got to say. Okay.
Let me ask you something.
A music box with a ballerina on top. Damn, I finally get it off my hand and now someone takes an interest. You sold it? Yup, gave it to the new owner a few days ago. Sorry, pal. I was afraid of that. I figured it would have been so simple. Mind telling us who sold it to? The original owner's looking for it. The original owner, huh? Yes, I don't want nothing more to do with that mess. It was some old lady. Pretty sure I saw her wandering around over by the dock this morning. Think she was wearing a yellow scarf. Thanks for the tip. By the way, what did you mean by getting it off my hands? From what we hear, the former owner of the Orbal factory put a whole lot of effort into that thing. The old man was pretty famous at his trade, wasn't he? I can't expect people to be banging down your door for it. Yeah, well, I thought the same thing. Hell, that's why I bought it in the first place. Even brought it down to the club to try to sell it to somebody who may be into acquainted. Only thing is, every one of them told me that music box comes with a lot of baggage. Baggage? What do you mean by that? Sorry, lady, but if I tell you, I wrap up in it myself. Anyway, to make a long story short, if I couldn't sell it some slightly ball, I figured I just target your average Joe instead. And that's why I finally managed to get rid of it. Not sure how I feel about you selling something with a sketchy history to the general public. Anyway, we should try and find that old lady and see what she got to tell us. Yeah, if we're lucky, she may be willing to make a trade. Sounds like a plan. He said she was over the docks, so let's go take a look. I thought she was doing this. Okay.
Hey, big boy. Wanna have a little fun?
Huh?
Alright.
You new around here?
Ah, that's not the dogs. That was the dogs. Ah.
The ocean is just as lovely in winter, isn't it?
Let me ask you something.
Oh, a music box with a ballerina. Why, yes, actually just purchased something like that the other day. Looks like we were on the right track. That music box brought me back a fond memory of mine. I was so moved when I saw it, I thought surely Adius must be guiding my hand. You say it brought back a fond memory? Well, you see, I used to teach ballet several years ago. I suppose it's been over a decade by now. One day, a little girl I used to teach brought that exact music box. She said her father had given it to her, and that it was her prized possession. Oh, you should have seen the glow on her face. I was a bit surprised by how lavish it was, but just seeing her enthusiasm was enough to make me smile. How lavish? Unfortunately, a lot happened after that. Her family was separated and everything in their home was auctioned off. When I saw it, I could hardly believe something so dear to her had been sold along with everything else. I thought, why not buy it myself in case I get a chance to return it? Her family was separated. I wonder what happened. Wait a minute, the girl you're talking about must be... Yes, there's no doubt about it. Did this student of yours happen to name Francisca? How did you know? I think I'm getting a clearer picture here. Goodness, what a wonderful coincidence. It seems Adius really was calling me to buy that music box. My honest isn't very far from here. Let me go and get it for you all. That'd be great. Sorry again for all the trouble. If you'd rather not make the walk by yourself, we don't mind tagging along. Oh, my old ballet teacher, I thought I'd never see you again. It's been far too long, I miss you so much. If no one else, I always hope I'll at least get to see you again someday. I felt the very same. Though it may be a little more than happiness, I'm so very pleased to see you again. My look at how you have grown, you have become such a fine young lady. I see you're still just as quick to tears as when you were little, however. Oh, you. A reunion after 9 long years, I'm getting a little misty-eyed myself. She must be overjoyed. Sorry to interrupt you get together, ladies. But I got the music box you were looking for right here. Mind checking to make sure we have the right one? Oh, I'm sorry, I was so wrapped up in the moment. Let me take a look. Yes, that's it. That's the one my father gave me. It's beautiful. I can tell your dad really care about making you happy. The melody is rather nice as well. The crank turns just fine, so there's no need to worry about the inner mechanism being broken. That's a relief. I can't tell you how much it means for me to have this back, And to think you even brought my old teacher along. I don't know how I will ever be able to repay you. Money. Thank you so much for all that you have done. No thanks needed beyond the fee for our service, you say, Van. Do you know, I actually thought that music box may have been that other thing we were looking for. But I didn't catch a single whiff of anything fishy, so I guess not. Huh? You thought it was related for Armada? What in the world made you think that? It was just a nice gift from her father. Francisca, it's okay, ma'am. We are just fixers who happen to have a few runs-in with Almara in the past. It wasn't until we were in the middle of an investigation that I started to realize what was actually going on. I see, so you figured it all out already. To be honest, having to keep it from you was starting to eat me up inside. If it's okay, I'd like to explain. Yeah, I'm still a little clueless over here, so that could be great. Ah, it was the dude on the bar. Several years ago, my father was the most powerful man in Messeldam's criminal underworld. His name was Enrique, Almara's former boss. Enrique, why does that name sound so familiar? I think it was written in Dingo notes. I see, so your father had the music box made for you over a decade ago. Then, a year later, Dantes took over Almara. I suppose all this took place while your dad was still at the top of the underworld, yeah? To be honest, the rumors I hear about him are great. You are right, my father did many horrible things while he was with Almara. He used to be a threat, but his craftiness got the better of him. That eventually led to his takeover of the Mafia. These days he'd be considered a bit player in the grand scheme of things, but there was a time when he was feared even outside of the city. However, my mother and I only ever knew him as a kind and gentle soul. Just like what he did for me with the music box, all he ever wanted was for us to be happy. Well, people aren't always what you see on the surface, that's for sure. Yes, even so, the people of this town hold his name in contempt. To this day, there are many who carry a grudge against him. I was scared of what they may do if they found out who I am. And that's why you didn't ask to anyone else help, right? Yes. Hold on, we read something in a few notes a while back. It said that all of Enrique's family and connection were killed. The truth of the matter is that Francisca was the only one who saw. 9 years ago, my parents put in their lives to help me escape. However, in a town completely under Almara's control, there was nowhere for me to go. That's when an informant came to save me. He told me it was the least he could do to make amends for selling to Dantes. Hey, that sounds like Dingo. Yeah, Dingo is the demon. It's too much Dingo. Only somebody Dantes thought highly could have gotten her out alive. I suppose that makes sense. Wait, you know Dingo? Yeah, he was working in Edith as a reporter for a while. Still did informant work on the side though. Me being a Spriggan, it made sense for us to do business, but in some ways he was also kind of like an older brother. This has been an incredible day for coincidences. I owe him a debt of gratitude as well. You see, several days after the tragedy befell her family, Dingo appeared to me once more to say Francisca wanted me to tell you something. He wanted me to know that she was safe, but warned me to act as though she were dead. Ever since then, I kept Francisca in my heart. I could only pray that we may meet again someday. I see, makes this reunion all the sweeter, huh? It is. Possible that Dingo's still in the capital? I always hope I'll be able to find him someday. He introduced me to a family that took me in as a foster child. If not for his connections, I've never had a family again. Unfortunately, searching for him while Almara was still around was too dangerous. I have always regretted never telling him how grateful I was. Well, what's wrong? The thing is, Dingo passed away and maybe the red be like, will you get tired? I'm like, one day. I may be so wrong and out of my way right here, and I love that if that's the case. It happened last year while he was trying to follow up on Almara. In the end, it's because of the information he left us that we were able to fight back against Dantes. Oh dear. The guy was one hell of a reporter, that's for sure, even helped me out sometimes too. A lot of what I know is through hearsay, but he seemed like a really great guy. I remember he saved Marielle when a politician targeted her for digging into his affair. Yeah, it's too much Dingo, it's too much Dingo. He must be the demon, he must be the demon. And he may be dead, could be that he's dead, but we got a virtual reality and that's why she is kind of like on like shards, and there's the kids with shadow power, so could be so flawless you almost hated him. And he cared about other people to a fault. No matter what happened, you always knew you could count on him. Based on what he did for you, I guess he always been like that. Yes, even though he tried to fake disinterest, I could tell he was a gentle soul. But why did that have to happen to someone like him? I lost everything because of Almara, and now Dingo too? I never got to thank him. Oh, Francisca, I know it hurts, dear. Everything will be alright. Wherever he is now, I'm sure he knows how to feel. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get so emotional. I'm sure he meant a lot more to you than he did to me. You got nothing to apologize for. He may be around. It's good to know there's one more person out there who misses him just as much as we do. I'm glad I finally found the courage to come to Messeldam. I gotten back so much what I lost, irreplaceable things, and it's all thanks to you. And despite knowing that Dingo is gone now, even if I can't thank him in person, at least I can do is continue to live my life looking forward. Sounds like a good plan. I'm sure that's what he wants for you too. Well, that was certainly unexpected. Yeah, I'm glad we decided to take on her case though.
That takes care of that.
I thought for a moment that we were going to like let me choose in between providing her the violating a thingy or not. I wasn't going to, and I was going to sell it. Well, maybe save the file and see if it was worth like 1,000 for real. And if it was, there's nothing here, right? I'm like, I take everything, anything. We can access them, okay. You know, I've heard that Martian Garden thing is pretty incredible. Honestly, I like to take a look myself. Alright, time to start exploring the Martian Garden. I should be able to gain access for extra members by having Mare make new profile for their sci-fas. You mind, Mare Bear?
Yeah, I heard you. Sheesh, overload your hollows much? Though admittedly, I'm just as curious about this virtual space as the rest of you. I'll treat you this once, but don't get used to it.
Ah!
Katra! Judith! Long time no see!
Agnes! I guess it has been a while, huh? Though I can't say I expected us to reunite in virtual reality.
My thoughts exactly. It's a bit of an odd feeling.
You've been busy getting ready for the school festival, right? Glad it hasn't taken the pep out of your step. But enough about that. You two must be Swin and Nadia.
That's us. I know this is a lot to take in all at once, but it's nice to meet you. We've heard a lot about the Arkwright Solutions team, too.
Let's see. On one side is the famous movie star Judith Lanster, and the other, that whiz kid who skipped a bunch of grades at Basel Institute. It's Katra, right? I'ma just shorten that to QT. Anyone ever say how adorable you are? And don't even get me started on the way Judith fills a room. It's not like I don't trust S to be faithful, but I'd better start upping my riz just to be sure.
Upping your what? Can we stay on topic, please?
You two really are a regular comedian. I'm quite sold on why the whole QT thing. But you both seem to be nice people. That's a relief considering our track record with other members of the Gardens. Yeah, I've seen first-handed just how reliable they can be. Okay, that's enough meeting and greeting for now. The situation's pretty much how I explained it to earlier. We'll need all the help we can in here. You're included, Lane. It'd be my pleasure. Kincaid is leading his aid, so I see no reason to withhold mine. I can just sit on my hand, especially if there is any chance of this being related to the incident at the Capitol. Besides, I gotta say in shape, and also Dingo got like connection with the Cloud, both a Grimm's cat and as an actress. I'll be a lot of my plate, but that won't stop me. I'm impressed they managed to build a virtual space of this scale. It's almost like an expansion of the battle simulator we used before. Personally, I find this sort of things fascinating, so feel free to call me on any time. Hey, you guys jumping right into Mascar Garden, huh? Well, you did put in a formal request. It's not like you were waiting for us though. Was there something you need to share? Well, yeah, actually. See, we finished analyzing those shard tokens you guys found on your last expedition. It turns out that they have a function that can parse and restore some of the data losses in the gardens going through right now. Slow down a sec, I'm not really following here. Let me dumb it down a little. The more tokens you collect, the more we can analyze resources the garden took in. Plus, it will net you a whole bunch of rewards that— oh! So no reason not to try it, right? I mean, I already added the feature to Mare for you. Boy, you work fast, but yeah, I get the gist of it now. May as well give it a worm, I suppose. Will it give me quartz? The shard token found during previous expedition are items that can be used in Mystic Cubes analysis. The more you analyze the Mystic Cubes, the wider the variety of items you can obtain. Select Mystic Cube, try it for yourself. Okay.
Looks like you've gathered some tokens, huh? Here I go! Beginning analysis!
So I need to do some— oh. Hold to analyze.
Core detected! On to the next!
Oh, nice. They really give me quartz, I'm happy.
I did it! Not done yet! It's reacting! Core detected! On to the next!
This is really like Riviere kind of stuff.
Target analyzed! Not done yet! Target analyzed! Not done yet! analyze. On to the next. I did it! On to the next. Target analyze. Not done yet.
Huh?
There you have. You'll need some more tokens.
And it was rainbow.
Pretty darn good.
Yeah. Damn. Increased likelihood of obtaining air sepit from sharp. Looks like the analysis went off without a hitch. Oh, I almost forgot. I got some good news for you guys. We found out you can use your shard tokens and your Sifa to beef up your individual crafts. We have developed a program for augmenting them. You're free to use it anytime you like. Seriously? Wow. What will they think of next? What we were supposed to get out of all that again? In short, they have discovered a means of improving our individual proficiency level through combat orbit synchronization. It may be worth taking a moment to verify how effective the process is. Hey, I need 6 stones, right? And I have 0 stones, okay. So I can log out, but this says clear, so I don't have more floors. Whoopsie, I almost forgot one teensy detail. I almost made it so that you can find shard tokens and portals via sears, so give that a try too, okay? Portals, this is the first I'm hearing of this. And I thought shard tokens were something where we collected in virtual reality. Yeah, about that, we don't know if it's a book with the garden or whatever, but they've been showing up as data fragments in the real world too. They can be used in the garden just fine, so it'd be super cool if you could gather them out here too. This is kind of concerning development. Tell me about it, like real talk. We don't entirely know what's going on here either. As for the portals, there are these things called nodes around it, where the orbital waves are mega concentrated. Our tech lets you reconfigure these hotspots into virtual routers made out of shards. Once you have one up and running, it can be used to get easy access to the merchant garden to no dedicated terminal required. Seeing is belief though, so I just sent you some info on a portal compatible location nearby. Just turn on your shard search and have a look around. Honestly, I'm still a little lost, but sure. We'll try it out when we get a chance. Okay. Let's get going then. It's a clear, I don't know if I need to enter and then go up or what's up. I'm gonna look it later. Do I record that? Like the garden? I guess I recorded the Riviera corridor, so guess so. I don't know how it's gonna work, you know.